Y'all have a Discord? Wasn't somebody saying something about Discord? What's it? What's it? Uh, Schemes. All right, hold on. All right, let's get it. How was your trip? How old you turn? 50? How old you turn? 62? Probably. Maybe. Maybe not. Me either. I don't even know the buttons really.
Something that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels.
Oh, Jack, that boy old.
The number 6 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sooners will start.
Oh.
Looks like a penalty on the
All right, let me sit up real quick.
Smith wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Whitaker. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires into traffic. It's
Come on, boy.
Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum established.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Get upfield.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this.
Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the
Jimmies
Joes.
and the Joes, boy. You ain't know?
Up out wide, and I know I trust you. I'm finding you.
On the run, it's Valdez. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback on the keeper.
Ah, come on,
and
man.
he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender. And they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So, good luck stopping him.
Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Sooners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Valdez. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Number 28 with the grab and the score.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the shotgun, the inside give. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun. Give on the inside. There he goes. They get him stopped and out of bounds.
That's my bad. That's my bad. That's my bad.
And the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so
you gotta make that tackle
when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The give to the tailback. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Makes the grab on third.
Nope.
And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Take the points.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air.
Yes, sir.
It just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to...
Oh, no.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense.
Damn. It's huge.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Oh! Make the tackle.
Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second.
7, Ole Miss, 0.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Sneaks it in.
Short field.
Knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
Bam.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's gained. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time. Getting hit as he's trying to throw the football, you've got to protect your quarterback.
Got it in the middle. It's carry on. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Tight end now in motion. Using his legs, it's Valdez. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man on the right. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. It's complete on the right side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown,
Let's go.
Sooners. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like where is
Let's go.
You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback making checks. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Smith dropping to pass. Get it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Over the middle, it's Watkins. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The run from the shotgun.
You gotta make that tackle, man.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Tempo and overdrive. from the shotgun. Not
There we go.
much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Got enough space.
You stepped out of
And he'll
bounds.
step out of bounds just short
Wow.
of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the
That's my
QB
fault.
there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
Man, that's frustrating as a defense because you got to stop the run. There's a good chance they're running the football here in this
Terrible
situation.
defense.
Trying to punch it in the end zone. You're trying to go to the half with a little bit of momentum. This defense just couldn't make the play to get off the field.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Miami is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Canes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Grab near the sticks. It's carry on. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Wide open downfield. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the 1st half.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. He wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down.
Oh, catch the ball!
As he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Oh, he missed
You gotta
it.
be kidding me.
Good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Rebels will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to throw on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cooper. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Faulty thumbs.
And with that, when they jump on top here in the second half. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Defense in the right.
That's all me. That's all me, boy.
2 to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
There we go.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Better take a timeout.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Yeah, they shook. They shook. Yeah.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
No, sir.
And the deflection by the defense.
No, sir.
In the last
No,
weeks,
sir.
a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Floating away. Creates a little room. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Using the quick game. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll go to the air on third and short.
Oh, catch the ball.
Complete a defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Sooners will go for it here on fourth down. Unloads quickly. Breaks into the open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's carry on. Touchdown Sooners!
Let's go. Huge.
For the score. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25.
Let's go. All right, defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Grabbed in backfield. Tried to hit him with a quick game.
No, sir.
And nothing doing there.
No, sir.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Smith wants to throw.
Woo.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores.
No, sir.
Incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He wants to change this route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Great place to start for this offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
He's got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Let's go.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Running the red zone, it's Valdez. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
Oh, no.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard.
Oh, what? Come on, bro.
Back in this one.
Holding.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the grab. It's Watkins. And tackled there by the defense. The Rebels want to move quickly. He might want another play. On third down, he drops to throw.
Oh, jump.
Makes the grab. It's Watkins. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even...
There he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. At the 45 on his way. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Yeah.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a league like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. Here we go. Defense in press coverage. Looking for the goal.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the stomping has commenced.
Get them out of here, dog.
Another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it.
Who else you lose to?
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Smith wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
Oh, he's got some space.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the 1st down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Got it in the middle. It's Watkins. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Complete downfield.
Good try.
And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their
I gotta get my defense right. What you mean, why? I get my defense right, man.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Under fire. Pulls it in. It's Temple.
Oh,
He'll be
shit.
shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Smith dropping to pass. It's
Oh.
complete to the right. Turning it on. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. To the air on first down. Snares it outside. It's Temple.
That's a nice catch, and it's a good job staying in bounds. If the quarterback would just give him a little bit more room, maybe have a little bit more space to make a play. Instead, no gain.
Back to pass on second down. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quickly complete.
That was a cool play. What play was that?
Just a few on that completion.
Mountain verticals.
Timeout is called.
Motion
Just 2
verticals.
seconds left to go.
Gotcha. Might have to use that. What playbook you use? Might have to use it. Might have to use that play.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. On fourth down, they'll pass for it.
Drop it.
Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the time where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Smith wants to throw. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same.